My name is Myah Naomi Lipscomb. I am a filmmaker and creator of the original comedy series #Weird Myah. Typical Myah, not ready. Just like I'm not ready for sophomore year. And likely, I'm to blame.
Myah! Latte for Myah?
Myah, it's the first day we met 13 years ago.
You need to drop him like a bad habit.
Yo, Hillary! You do remember me, right?
Of course! It's been, what, like
5
years? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You don't remember me, do you?
Alana, president of SGA and the greatest sorority Ada Lambda Nu.
This is a yoga class for my sorority, so I'd hate to ask you to leave.
I have a private meeting with Alana Haywood.
I want to start a Black Student Association. I know it's atypical at an HBCU.
She had everybody rocking the black by popular demand shirt.
Imani, just get us into the party.
Hillary? This is Hillary. That's Alana.
Who's Hillary?
Alana has an opponent for SGA president, Hillary Mitchell.
So you mean to tell me you've known this Hillary chick since the 5th grade and didn't know she was running?
Hillary's not real.
She's right there.
Why did you pretend to be Hillary?
I tried to complain to Terrence.
Alana's boyfriend, Terrence?
I didn't know she was going to be real.
She kind of looks like you.
He thought that freshman girl was her the whole time. Whatever her name is.
Mia, right? Myah.
No one can turn weird into a juicy story like
Myah. She be lying, but she keep trying.
Myah! You like him!
No, I don't.
Yes, you do!
There you go lying again.
Are you Hillary or not?
You just embarrassed me in front of the whole school.
I told you all of that in confidence.
Do you realize how awkward it is for Myah to sit in between you and Terrence?
You spent half of the semester trying to pretend to be my childhood best friend. I think that's a little weird.
Is that another comment?
I'd love to know why. Alana Haywood?
That's how I became #Weird Myah. It's my fault. I will say that since a child, I've always been creative. I have a very vivid imagination. I loved reading, I loved writing, and I would always come up with storylines in my head. And even in high school, I had a YouTube channel with my best friend that was like a sketch comedy series. And I did all the filming and editing for that and acted in that as well. So really, I've been doing this all along. And something funny I used to do, I remember I would download music videos off of YouTube and then re-edit them like in a new way. And I would do the same for music. I would come up with full remixes to songs. As soon as I got my computer, I was in iMovie and GarageBand all the time and really just did it as a hobby. And once I went to college, I did major in animal science pre-veterinary medicine because that was something I always thought I wanted to do. And early on, I think I realized that that wasn't my passion, but you're in college, you want a job after school. I stuck with it. I excelled in the sciences. So I did get my degree in animal science pre-veterinary medicine. I graduated magna cum laude from Tennessee State University. But while in undergrad, I made sure that all of my extracurricular activities, any electives, were still in film or film related. I would film some events on campus, create promo videos for organizations on campus, edit those. Any experience I could get from mentoring someone who I felt was advanced in cinematography or editing, I made sure to shadow them to learn as much as I could. After graduating, I did get a job at an animal hospital, at Banfield Pet Hospital, and I worked as a veterinary assistant for almost 2 years. And during that time, I tried to be as involved as I could in the arts. I would do some work with the show Nashville as an extra and a stand-in, and work on different projects on the side just to keep myself involved in film. But I knew while working as a veterinary assistant that there was something more for me, and during that time I started to research film graduate programs, and I came across Lipscomb University, which is where I obtained my Master of Fine Arts degree in film and creative media, and that was where I ultimately filmed the mini-series for #Weird Myah and developed it into what it is now. I'm very much so inspired by shows like A Different World and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I appreciate how A Different World was able to incorporate and highlight historically black universities within the show, which encouraged people to attend, or even those who weren't familiar with what an HBCU is, it informed them about it and about the culture.
I've decided to leave all doubts and uncertainties in the past. People are drawn to my confidence. I can sense that they pity me less and respect me more.
Back in 2015, when I started drafting up this series, I had the main characters figured out. So I had Myah Bridges, who is the protagonist. I had Alana Haywood, Leonard Hamilton, Shanae Jones, Imani Jefferson, Terrence Miller. Those were the characters that have always existed. And over time, more characters have developed as the story has progressed. With Myah's character, people always ask if she's me, and there are parts of her that are a direct reflection of me, but she is very different also in that she does lack confidence. She is insecure. She's not very sure of herself. And I will say that I am a person who's always been an individual. My parents taught me at a young age to always be an individual, and I embrace my unique qualities. But that is something that Myah lacks, and that is something that she has to discover over time and over the course of this series. And the qualities that she feels set her apart are different. Those are the things that she finds weird. And her relationships, such as her 13-year relationship with her boyfriend Leonard, who was really just a childhood friend that became her boyfriend, and now they're in college together and he's obsessed with her and she can't seem to get rid of him, and she wants to more than anything. And her two best friends, Shanae and Imani, who are so different, and Myah has a nice spot in the middle. Shanae is outgoing. She's over the top, outspoken, very sure of herself, has her own sense of style. Imani is also very confident, but in a calmer way. She is very pro-black, she's a leader, and she's very kind and wise and just likes to see everyone get along. Myah aspires to have that sense of appreciation for herself that she sees in her friends, but she doesn't really feel like she belongs, and that's why she looks up so much to Alana Haywood. She's the SGA president. She's the president of the sorority that Myah wants to become a member in, and all the things that she finds so perfect in Alana, those are the qualities that she wants for herself. But everybody goes through things. Everyone has insecurities. Everyone thinks that they're their own kind of weird. And Alana has flaws as well that Myah may not see, but that's something that we also unpack throughout the series. And she also sees admiration in Terrence, who she has a crush on, not knowing that he's also the boyfriend of Alana. So things just get all kind of mixed up there. And with developing these characters, I wanted to make sure that they were so unique in that if you can't directly identify with a character, you know someone who's like that. You know that nerdy, obnoxious Leonard. You know that very outspoken, life of the party Shanae. You know the Alana who is the campus everything that everyone wants to be. And I wanted a show that depicted these different personalities that you can relate to, or you have identified someone in your life that matches that personality. I will say that this is a very exciting time for Black creatives when it comes to film and television, because you do see a lot of people on higher platforms. They got there because they created their own avenue. And I find that very inspirational because essentially that is what I'm doing with #LearnMyah. And for instance, Ava DuVernay, she speaks a lot about how she didn't pick up a camera until age 32. And we see the success that she has had in her films, in her work with Queen Sugar, and just the influence that she's had on so many people, not just African Americans, not just females, but people from all over the world to know her work. And to know that she got a later start just proves that it's never too late to work towards your passion. And I'm also very inspired by Issa Rae because she did come from a web series background with her start with Awkward Black Girl on YouTube. And that turned into Insecure on HBO and so many opportunities that she is involved in just from her start of putting her work out there for others to see. And I will say that that did encourage me because it is scary putting something that's so important to you out for larger audiences. You don't know how they're going to take it, if they're going to accept it, if they're going to enjoy it. But I feel like once you put it out there and are authentic in who you are and the type of content that you create, the audience will find itself. Someone will be able to identify with it. And that's what I've seen grow with my series. And I hope that I can be an inspiration to someone just as those women are to me. This series, it means so much to me. So to see how it has progressed so much over time is a dream come true. Knowing that it just came from an idea and starting with a small group of people just trying to make this mini-series work to turn into a full-length episode, which I didn't even think I would have been able to do, but it's a 30-minute episode that we submitted into film festivals. It was in the Nashville Film Festival and the National Black Film Festival in Houston, Texas, where it ended up winning Best TV Pilot. And from someone who doesn't come from a film background to then have an award-winning project that people loved and that the entire theater was laughing and they talked to all of us afterwards, that's so fulfilling to know that you created something that's so dear to you that other people can appreciate and can relate. The reason that hashtag Weird Myah has been as successful as it has been is because I have not given up. I have not taken no for an answer. They were thrown my way many times, but I was always persistent in making this happen. If it meant filming at school with the school's equipment, if it meant staying up all night writing, there were times where we were filming the mini-series and we started at 1 p.m. one day and ended at like 6 o'clock in the morning the next day because everything went wrong. But everyone stayed because everyone felt that we can really make this happen. We can do it. If the Issa Raes and the Donald Glovers and the Ava DuVernays, if all these people are out here making their dreams happen, there's no reason why we can't. And everyone who has become involved with the project, it was destiny. It was destiny. The characters that I wrote back in 2015, the actors who portray them brought those characters to life. They fit them to a T. And that's something that I couldn't, it was God. Like, it was God. He was the complete reason for all of this. And I'm trusting the process because I know that I am on the right path, even if it's confusing at times or I'm not sure what to write about, or I'm not sure who I need to reach out to or how much money I need to save. I know that at the end of the day, he already has it. He already has it aligned on my path. I just have to continue doing what I can, continue writing, continue reaching out to people, continue putting out content that is reflective of this vision until I see that vision come to life. Say that if anyone has something on their heart that they are passionate about, know that it is meant for you to fulfill. And the world, the universe will work around you so that you can accomplish your goals. It's not going to be easy, but the journey will always be fulfilling. And know that what's for you will always be for you. And no one can take that away from you. So whatever it is that you see in your head, you can make it happen in real life. So just keep going, stay faithful, and trust the process because your purpose is real, your destiny is real, and you can make it happen.